Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Gonna wrap some StarCraft for you. I don't
Gotta
have
say, that opening is pretty tight. Not gonna lie. Ever OSL, this is the round of 36, and usually when you got a cool drawing like that for the Ever OSL, and the OSL is called the Ever OSL, it usually ends up being pretty epic.
Yes.
Go watch some of the previous OSLs with those epic intros, and you'll see
Underwater,
how fantastic
awesome.
they are. Yeah, Underwater was okay, but see, the drawing is just great. Like when they had, I think it was Fantasy versus Jaedong, they had all those drawings and stuff. That was pretty sweet.
I don't know. Naked Backhoe is pretty sexy. So.
But anyways, we are back with Group K, Pure versus Hyuk. Pure kind of surprising us a little bit with a really good counter to the typical 5-hatch Hydra build that we see. He had a lot of Dragoons in there. He also used a Storm. He didn't get caught off guard by any mutas or anything like that. So I gotta say, I think part of it was Hyuk. Well, part of it was his initial attack, Pure's initial timing attack at the beginning.
Right.
That's what really put Hyuk on the back foot, and that's really what ultimately won Pure the game. So Pure is the Protoss. So they're changing colors here. It looks like he's the green Protoss player in the bottom left, and Hyuk's gonna be at the top, up in red, and this is gonna be on El Nino.
So one thing to mention about that timing attack from Pure is it was very obviously Speed Zealot heavy, but he also had the Archon in there. And, you know, that's just kind of something that I think is good. You don't see a lot of early Archon play from Protoss. I mean, it certainly happens. But I think just adding an Archon into the mix and having the Zealots there as well just kind of threw things off. And although, again, you know, Hyuk did seem to target that, but that Archon was able to take out several drones. I would say probably 5 or 6 drones, maybe 4 or 5 drones before it could die. Meanwhile, the Zealots are attacking everything else. So it's not a bad play, and it was very good. It seems standard, but I think, as you said, Steve, it was right. In the end, the extra saturation of Dragoons and, of course, the freaking incredible Storms put Pure ahead on this. So we're going to see. I mean, I don't know if Hyuk's going to try to do something non-standard, if he's going to try to go for maybe an aggressive 2-hatch build and try to see if maybe he can do some sort of run-by, or if he's going to go for even more aggressive and go for what looks like an overpool. So we are going to see something aggressive from Hyuk. So he is going to try to put the aggression on early. Unfortunately, he has been scouted, which he would have been pretty much no matter what, because this is just a 3-player map. So obviously Pure is going to have time to prepare for this, and he is going to try to set up a nice little front door there. I am going to assume he was probably going to get a couple cannons to try to fend this off, the early Ling rush coming in here. We're going to see how well he can play SimCity here on his front doorstep to try to ward off the oncoming Ling attack.
Well, I don't necessarily think that Hyuk's going to be super aggressive, but this is a good opening. The reason this opening is not bad for Zerg, even though they're not fast expanding necessarily, they're able to get their tech up a lot faster, and so I think that's mainly the purpose of this. And it looks like Pure is actually delaying this hatchery from going down. Oh, he's not going to get it down, or yeah, the hatchery.
Wait. No,
yeah,
Pure is delaying the hatchery.
Yeah, Hyuk's base here, trying to get the hatchery up. Looks like he's going to get it, or not.
Wow.
This is actually pretty bad for Hyuk, because he didn't fast expand, and so now he's delayed in his expansion. He really wants his expansion, and this might actually force Hyuk to be more aggressive. Oh, and he might actually get the probe here, though. He does get it down, because Pure is a little scared about where he's losing his probe. So first couple Lings are out, but most likely we're going to have 2 cannons in the base of Pure. It's a pretty normal response. Yep, there's 2 cannons there. So the flexibility of the fast expand build is that you can get some more cannons down if you do see a spawning build going up. So it's not going to be too unusual for Hyuk, and like I said, or too unusual for Pure to counter. And like I said, I don't think that Hyuk is necessarily going to be so successful with attacking here, but the good thing about it is that he can get his tech up faster. And a pretty good block to put the gateway out there. There's a little path there. That's actually an interesting wall on this map, but it's going to be a pretty decent one. And it looks like Hyuk getting his 3rd hatchery, but getting spotted, so that's kind of unfortunate. Hyuk is not going to have a lot of units out for a while, actually. So again, we could see Pure go for some kind of timing attack, because Hyuk's going to be getting a lot of drones. But basically both players have said, okay, we're going to fast expand, and we're going to get a lot of you know, worker units right now. But the problem for Hyuk is that he didn't fast expand, so really he's lost the advantage here. He'll have a tech you know, advantage. He'll be able to get, you know, some quick mutas or whatever he wants to do, or quick lair, but it's probably not going to be that much faster than if he had just, you know, done a 12-hatch.
Yeah. I mean, Hyuk is not necessarily a lot behind, but you're right. The harass did definitely delay him quite a bit, actually. And so, he's going to lose that mining time. He's going to lose the potential minerals, and he did absolutely nothing. He ran over to see if maybe he can get a run by in, but yeah, that wall-in was awesome. It was almost like a defense game, like creating a little path that the Zerglings would have had to go through, and just a very, very good move. It's interesting to note that the hatchery, the third hatchery that Hyuk put down, is going to be really difficult to defend. And I'm assuming maybe he was counting on hoping that it would not get spotted. And as Steve said, it did get spotted. So right now, that's probably where that Zealot is going to go, I'm guessing, is probably go over to that third hatchery and possibly try to do some harassment. In fact, is that already a Zealot going over right now? I think I see something on the minimap. But it looks like it is going to... Okay, well, all right, no, that was just a probe. That's not a Zealot. So